Okay, and welcome back. Just going to be doing a quick mail call and a shop update because there's some additions to the shop here. Now, the shop cards that I've gotten recently, of course, I've had Tom's. Therefore, the first one was, that's my daughter. When I first moved in here and I finally got my own place, she was the first one to put a shop card in there. And so that one's pretty big. I wonder, I'm going to have to ask her to see if I can start overlapping these a little bit. But then the first one after that was Tom and Matthew over here. Got those at Model Palooza. And you know, what nice contrast to Love and then over to Jack. And of course, down here with Rick Zink we have Drunk Skeletons, Insane Clown, Love. And okay, so over here we've got a somewhat normal one. That's from Dave. Everybody's got that one, I think. Very happy to get it. And got this one from Paul the other day. And then I got this one from James Morris. Really like that one. That's a nice sharp card there. I think that's the Street Fighter. I might be wrong. But then yesterday in the mail came Fubar Model Yard. Now, I hope everybody knows what Fubar means. And so I've got Love, Crazy Clown, Drunk Skeleton, and Fubar. It's all going together nicely. And, you know, I've got some room, so if you guys want your card on my wall, I'm sorry I don't have shop cards yet. I've been getting some pictures lately that I like, and I might entertain the ideas of putting together a shop card so that I can send some out. But if you want your shop card on my wall, just contact me. I'll give you my address and send it on over. Gotta fill this thing up. Other than that, shop update. This is getting pretty cozy in here. This is storage for extra kits over here, and slowly but surely extra things that are not kits have been accumulating over there and needs to be removed, because that's where the kits are going to go. And over here I get a lot of stuff. I like to tinker with stuff I get in the trash, so I'll pick up, since I'm out, I cut grass for a living, so I'm always out and always running across people throwing stuff out, and so I pick up most anything that interests me just to tinker with, because I know none of it works, but sometimes it works. Like this AC unit, I picked it up just to tinker with it, turned it on, it worked, and it's been working for over a year. So I have an air-conditioned shop. I got to work on things like insulation, because as much as it'll air condition it, the cold air will leave just as fast. Now, we were just talking, James Morris was talking about the issue with decal water. Can't be cold, you got to keep it hot. And we, you know, being way out in the shed, like he says, by the time you get the hot water out here, it's cold again. So I have, you know, this is a 1983 Kenmore microwave that works perfectly. Look inside. It is in perfect shape. I don't know what the story was, but I found it on the curb. Somebody was throwing it away. Picked it up to tinker with it, but every part of it works. It's even convection and everything. So I was just ecstatic to get that, so I can heat up some tea out here, or heat up some water for decals, or just heat up water. Or, you know what, I could cook food out here. Who knows? Nachos? Something? Okay, moving on here. Now, it has been quiet as a tomb out here, and drives me crazy. I oftentimes I'll bring my computer out here. I don't have a smartphone, so if I want entertainment of any kind out here, I've got to bring my whole computer out here, and I hate doing that. So finally, I just needed some kind of music. Now this thing here, this is a high-powered Onkyo receiver that I picked up out of the trash like 2 years ago just to tinker with, because I mean nobody throws out something like this, and for sure it doesn't work. But you know, the other day, a couple of weeks ago, I said, well, let's plug it in for the first time and see what's wrong with it. As it turns out, there's nothing wrong with it. It's absolutely an animal. It is a very high powered, you can see there the heat sinks. Yeah, see there? It is super strong. But now the only thing I had was these crummy little speakers that I got out of the trash, and they sounded terrible even with this receiver. I was beginning to think there was an issue with the tone, but no, the speakers were horrible. So then the other day, I mean, you can see them there. Look at this. This is what I'm getting to. So I'm driving down the street, and we have those automatic trash bins, and they're all lined up all the way down the street on both sides for the mechanical garbage truck to pick up. And I drove right by these because these were out there too. They were darn near as big as the bins, and I think a lot of people drove by them thinking they were just bins. So I put it in reverse, went back and looked at them, and look at this. These are Serwin Vega 12s. And, oh boy. Here, I was thinking I wasn't going to have to move. Let me open this up here. Look inside there. They are monsters. Now these go for about $350 per speaker, and again, I was thinking for sure these things are screwed up, they're blown. And as I was hooking them up, sure enough, one of them wasn't coming on, and I was thinking maybe that was finally the issue with the receiver showing its ugly head, thinking, oh, there is something wrong with the receiver. So I started to tinker around with the speakers. Now high-end speakers have fuses, and so it was this one was not coming on. So I check it, I swap the channels, and then certainly enough the other one did come on. So it wasn't an issue with the receiver. So it was an issue with the speaker. So I start looking at the speaker, and sure enough it does have a fuse back there. And I don't think that the owner of these speakers realized they were fused, because the fuse was blown, and it gets even better than that. So I'm looking around for these old style fuses, and I can't find one around the house, and I'm about to fashion something with a paper clip. But the little fuse door, and I wish I had these turned around so I could show you, the little fuse door actually had a spare fuse in it. And so I just put the spare fuse in, and the speaker lit right up. And let me tell you, these things are super loud. And I'm out here in the shed, and my neighbors are right there. And I cranked it the other day, and the dog started barking, and you know, I can't turn it up too loud. But you know, like I say, sooner or later I'll have this whole place insulated, and that will cut down on noise escape, because I can hear everything that's going, even with the door closed, I can hear everything that's going on outside, and they can hear me. They can hear me talking right now, probably. But it is coming together. Now I've got stereo. I'm looking for a CD player now, because I got a whole bunch of extra CDs, and I'm not going to settle for any CD player. I want an Onkyo, so it matches. And I'm going to get it, I'm positive, because I've been getting really lucky. And as I said before, all this stuff, that cabinet there, this entire desk with this awesome double work area with the pull-out area here, this all came from the trash. Just can't be any more happy. Oh, this thing down here also, and that's all empty. I haven't even filled it up yet. But yeah, it's all coming together. Sooner or later for the winter I want to have a heater in here, but definitely have to have it insulated. So I think the next thing is going to be insulation. And then we'll move on from there, and anything else that comes along I'll add to it. And this is my house. My family lives in the cement one over there on the other side of the yard, but this aluminum one is mine. And it's feeling really homey with these new shop cards. So let me know if you guys want to send me some shop cards, and I promise I'm working on, I'll be coming up with a video here soon where I'm showing some stuff with photography, and I'm getting some really good shots, and one of them is going to be probably a real good one for the shop card, I hope. And I will start looking into making one. Never done anything like that, but I'll check it out. Anyway, thanks for listening to me talk this long. I'm sorry. I'm seeing the time here. It's 11 minutes. And yeah, look for an update soon on this. I've been working on something, but I wanted to show it all together. I'll give you a sneak peek. Sneak peek. Okay. So anyway, y'all have a good one. Later.